ship's name would have been right at the level of the anchors, says Evan, and just aft of the anchors.
We'll get back on it here.
All good.
One of the reasons right now we are looking along the bottom of the ship here where it's resting on the seafloor, the mud line and this bilge keel that you can see, is that there are a series of tanks at the very, very base of the ship that would have held either water ballast or fuel oil. And so we're looking for any signs of damage or hull penetration to get some idea of whether the oil might have escaped over the years or whether it might be still in those tanks. And again, so far what we are seeing forward or in front of the area damaged by the torpedo or perhaps by the impact of the stern on the bottom is relatively intact structure.
So serpulid worms there are pulling their tentacles in.
Yeah.
Are we getting screen grabs of that? 'Cause that is cool.
Yes, we are.
Now we got a question about whether a 2,000-pound rolls of newsprint would still be intact after all this time in the water.
Probably not. Let's see what this metal looks like. Paper never stood a chance.
We are looking at the riveted hull constructions for a number of different vessels associated with corrosion research. These older vessels, many were constructed in this way, and as they corrode, there are several types of corrosion. One is general corrosion, in which the hull rusts at a uniform rate, the plates, and of course as it gets thinner and thinner, eventually it may collapse. However, with the rivets, if there is any difference, either metal difference or because of shape or stress, we get other types of corrosion. This is an excellent pattern. Thank you all.
Well,
let's, if we...
Oh, go ahead.
If we may, we go up the stem towards the anchor.
Roger that. Let's bring Argus back up more off my stern.
Bringing Argus up.
I'm making sure you're out. You are.
Yeah, hello to British Columbia. We are so glad you guys joined us today, and look at this beautiful wreck.
That's interesting.
You don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
So we've had a question come in about where the Coast Trader was built, and it looks like it was built by the Submarine Boat Company in Edison, New Jersey, in 1920.
Correct. Once you all get above the deck, if it's possible to fly over the center line.
Okay, well, let me get up and take a peek over the bulwarks.
This is perfect. This is great.
There are some rockfish, yellow-eyed and other, some cod. We also have seen plenty of flatfish since we've been in the wreck, and the wreck's really serving as an artificial reef, so that it's giving these fishes places to hide and eat and reproduce, and we've seen a really beautiful diversity since we've been on this wreck of these fish species.
Too bad we couldn't put more light down in there.
I could zoom with bubble.
This is collapsed mast.
Another step.
Yeah, well, the problem is we cannot put in enough light in there.
And
Yeah,
we can't send broadcast. Well, yeah, we can, I guess.
Okay, it should be
170.
coming up on the
Bridge nav.
big piece of superstructure
Course 170,
there. I
step
don't know
10.
what is ahead of me.
Oh, whoa.
That's the forecastle.
Whoa. You got netting?
Yeah.
And now,
Jeez.
now we're looking at the officer's mess, and as you all rise, coming up and over.
I'm a little
You,
leery of that net.
I'll tighten up.
yeah, you just need to fly high and clear.
So can someone explain exactly how the wreck is lying in relation to the seafloor?
The wreck is upright with relation to the seafloor, with the exception of the stern section, which is broken away, and as you can see, it's got a pretty significant list to it. But otherwise, the main portion of the wreck here is laying flat. So she's on an even keel on the bottom.
Oh, great, thank you.
There's a line there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your.
That's the net.
That's the one to your left.
See if I can give you some more light.
Okay,
That
I'm
looks
not
like
going
those
to
are
go
the
anywhere
intakes
near
for the
that.
engine room.
They just line up on the
Yep,
roof,
the engine room skylight here.
draping in the chimneys.
Yeah, the white circular things you're seeing now are some sea anemones. And we have some rockfish, which are the orange ones, and also some codfish.
Where we are now is approximately the area where the men would have taken to their lifeboats after the ship were torpedoed and they were getting ready to abandon. Boat stations will be just to our right as viewed on the screen. Ethan, can you pan down into
Say again?
looking at the walkways down inside?
I can try and drop
The
down a
catwalks
little.
inside. Yeah, so we're looking down through the stack hole, and we are right over the coal chute.
000.
The coal chute?
Step 10.
Yeah, the coal chute for the galley stove.
Oh, for the galley
Oh.
stove.
Oh.
Okay.
Stove.
That makes
Yeah,
more
it is.
sense
It is
now.
after the of what would have been the stack hole. So
I guess cooking with
Cool down.
bunker isn't really. Would
kind
make,
of sulfury.
yeah, it'd make an interesting cookbook.
Okay, want another step along the lay of the ship?
Sure.
And only 10 meters, I think, because of that
What's our course?
line up there. 350.
350, 10.
Yep.
Bridge nav.
Excellent.
There's a door.
Yeah. Anybody want to take a look at that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Should be in a good position with Argus and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
to
Yeah,
watch.
we're good. Made for looking at.
There's also kind of a really nice signal on the sonar.
Guys, this is beautiful. So what we'd like for you to do is we should be at the forward edge of the bridge. That actually looks like conduit with some line through it. So once we've paused here for a second, let's start to rise and move up, continuing to look in this direction, but just start rising up.
Okay.
Okay, so the superstructure is gone above the officer's mess.
Someone's asked if there's any reason why the fish seem to be resting with their heads sticking over the edge, and a viewer has answered that. Actually, it's Tim, an SEF alumni, has said that they hunt by perching so that they can dart out, and pick off smaller fish that come past. They're not resting;
There it
they're
is.
lying in wait.